G'day, Enchantess Oracle with you. Now, the numerology, let's see, for the 10th of the 6th, 2019, and seeing what we have for the day, which is going to be interesting because it's about new beginnings. You got the 1 here. Don't know what you can see, but the 1 up here, the 10. It's all about new beginnings, starting stuff, whether it be relationship, new contracts, moving forward, changing your life in any way, shape, form possible. What I'm seeing there, I keep seeing cars and boats as well. So if you're looking at making larger purchases, now is a good time. Do read the fine print. It is a time of it's now or it's just not going to happen. Well, that's how it feels. It's like it's all there ready and it's waiting for you. And if you're in the position where you can go and buy all these things, or whether you're selling, buying, whatever, it just feels like it's time to do that. So if you're selling it so that other people can come and buy it, if you're buying, it's like, yeah, make that purchase so the other person can sell it. It's working both ways. This is what the numbers are saying at the moment. They're saying that the people who have passed on, the dead people, they seem to be appearing. So if you're feeling like you're getting messages, whatever you see as messages, whether it be rainbows, unicorns, people see dragonflies as messages, whatever it is you see from those loved ones that have passed on, whether it be people, animals, they will be making contact, making themselves known. There is a gentle energy around at the moment. It is about love. If you feel like things have ended in a bad way, in a situation, it's like, don't stress. There is no grudges. There's only forgiveness. Just doesn't work that way. We as humans think that, if someone passes on and we've had an argument, we feel really, really guilty and then we're going to carry all this guilt. And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. Once they go to angel heaven, wherever, you believe the soul goes, the person goes, everything changes. It's a case of, it's all unconditional love. It's like in this lifetime, when we're here, when we're human, we come here to learn love and what it's all about. And when you pass on, that's the unconditional love. And when you feel that for yourself, when you start going, okay, well, this is a situation that's happened. I love this person and now I've got to let them go. And it can be very hard. Doesn't mean to say that you have to forget them. It just means that they're forgiven you no matter what you think you've done. You haven't done anything wrong, okay? Okay, so then we've got, that's from the 6, in case you're wondering. So we've got 6, 7, 9, and 10. So we've got 19. So we've got 1. So it's a double 1 day. And then we've got another one. So we've got the 3 happening. Oh, if you're going to lose things or misplace anything, now's the day to do it. I tell you what, keys are really good for that. Angels like to play games with us and they move things around. So if you are feeling like you've lost something, please don't accuse someone of stealing it because they haven't. It's just, it'll be where you've left it. It's just angels playing games. It's also a good time for speaking your truth, saying who you are, saying what you need to say, when you need to say it, and you can be gentle. I just feel like gentle words, but straightforward. It doesn't seem to be a time of any aggression at the moment. I just feel like if there is aggression, that just to calm it down, step away from it. There doesn't need to be any at the moment. You've got all the 9s going on, which is the angel number, which is also a religious number. So if you're in the positive side of that, it's a case of doing a lot of prayer work, whether it's Buddhism or whatever, Christianity, whoever you follow, doing your prayer work is the most important thing for you at the moment. Also being open to receiving right now. I just feel like if you're receiving something, whatever it is, receiving the prayers, receiving the vibes, Enjoy it. It just feels the energy's great at the moment. You don't have to get bogged down. Oh, going all fuzzy. Don't have to get bogged down in the negative feeling, because that is the opposite. The nines, the the angel and the religious number, and on the opposite side of that, the real negative side, like the cult type beliefs, and the putting of the women down, the harming the children, all that type of thing, mutilating the bodies in any way, shape, or form. That has to do with the nine, the suppression of women mainly and children. That can come out in the nine. I just feel like at the moment it just doesn't have to be there. So if you're part of that, or someone who is part of that or whatever, you don't have to stay in it. If you can get out of it, it's time. It just feels like it's time. It's time to move on. That balance, that change, it's all just changing. Everything's changing for the one, which means that it's a time of completion. It's things are complete. Whatever that might be for you, whether it's a belief system, a way of doing things, a job, a lifestyle, whatever it is, it just feels like something's complete. It's over. Whatever it has been, it's now over. Whether that's emotionally for you, I just feel like there's some of you out there who are just going to know exactly what I'm talking about. It's very hard to describe. It's not a something. It's not like, the car, you've just, changed the car, though I do feel like that's all that there. But what I'm talking about is the emotions that you get in a situation that you've lived some sort of lifestyle, and it is time to come out of that isolation. You're moving on, changing your life. There's a lot of you who are out there just doing something that's completely different that you probably never expected. And let's face it, it's 2019. How many of us, according to all these ones, which is ones like are usually the suicide number. So it's a case of those who have survived, it's who's expected to live this long? If you're looking at DNA and past life stuff, it's a case of most of us used to die back, when we're 30 or 40, 47 was considered ancient, what we consider 80 or 90 nowadays. So it's a case of, what do you do with all this time? How many lifetimes have we had where your tribe all died from war when they were 19, 20, 30 years old? It's a case of, you've got all this time now, you've got this time to live. What do you do with that? How do you heal from that? There's a lot of post-traumatic stress disorders going on. There's a lot of DNA stuff. Like, there's a great book, Mark Wolin, at DNA, It Didn't Start With You, How to Heal the Family Traumas. If you're interested in doing some really great deep healing work, I really recommend that to get you started at least. There's that many healers out there. If you need the healing, get the help. There's plenty out there. There's lots of people. I recommend, depending on who you follow, there's Sean Colders. He's on Facebook. You've got lots of different YouTubers. Check out who you got locally as well. You got people like, I just feel like Teal Swan, she might just have some messages for you at the moment. Carolyn Miss, Louise L. Hay. I mean, there's some of the big guns. There's a lot of Australian people as well. Just trying to think who else. I'm getting, though she's not Australian, Dr. Christine Northrup. Oh, I'm going to have to write that down for you. But I feel like she's coming through. She's got information for you too. And Dr. Dwayne Dwyer, they all just feel like they're really got something to say, that if you listen to some of their stuff. Cynthia O'Sally, she has something to say to you as well. There's all these big names that are just all coming out, and they're all just here because they're wanting to talk to you. It's like the eat, pray, love. It's all here. The numbers are saying, move forward with your life. Things from the past are done. You've earned your badge, basically, and have a good time. It's like there's a 3 there. Go out and have a good time. The 2 is about gentleness. Go and have some fun. Like and subscribe, YouTubers. Love you all.